Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn, and in this video I will show you how to make this dishcloth changing colors probably every 3 rows. And you'll probably see better with this one. So yeah, we're going to change colors every 3 rows to make this interesting rectangle block dishcloth. So yeah, this one, yeah, I will show you shortly. I used the variegated, 2 different kinds of variegated yarn. They're both Bernay handcrafted yarn. You can use any 2 different yarn type color. Okay, you can use any 2 cotton color yarns if you want. And I'm also using with all my dishcloths. I don't know if you can see. We are using a G-hook. So, without further ado, let's get started on making this dishcloth. Okay, to start our rectangle dishcloth, we are going to use 2 different colors of cotton yarn, which is in this case I'm using Bernay craft yarn. One's in, the color is Alasia. Okay. The other one is chocolate ombre. So let's get started. So it doesn't matter which one we start with. So we are going to start out in our first color making a chain of 15. Okay, so now we have 15. Now the tricky part, we're doing remaining 15 chains in the other color. This might be slightly trickier. So leave a little bit of a tail. We're going to draw up a loop for the 16th one. And do 14 more in the new color. Actually, we're doing 15 more. This will be a total of 31 stitches for our chain. Okay, then we should have a total of 31 chains in our foundation chain. Alright, so in our current color, in the second chain from the hook, just do a single crochet. And we're going to do 14 more single crochets in this color. And we're going to do one more in the next chain, but we're going to change colors. So to change colors, we would draw a loop in the current color. Move your current color to the front. And we're going to pick up our first color we started with within the brown, and then we'll do in the remaining chain single crochet. Should be 15. Alright, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. And we're still in our current color. We're going to just do a single crochet in the next 15. Okay, but when we're starting the 15th one, so we're going to start a single crochet. We're going to change colors at this point. So we want to draw up a loop and finish up in the neck in our new color, which is this pink or red color, other color. And then make sure that this current color that we were working on is moved to the front. We want to move this yarn to the front and then draw up in the new color. Right, so I'm going to have to make sure that our yarn is not tangled. Okay, looks like we're good. So the old yarn, we're moving it again. We're not leaving it in the back of the work. We're moving the new yarn to the back of the work, because as you can see, that way when we draw up the color again, the yarn is behind. So yarn front, and then we're going to do the remaining 15 single crochets in this other color. Alright, chain one and turn. Alright, we are starting our third row in our black color. In this color, okay, we're going to start our third row in this color. So we're going to chain one and again single crochet in the next row. We'll start in the next 14. Alright, so we're going to change colors again, and then we are going to pull up the brown color. But now, if you can tell, we have the third row completed on this one, and every 3 rows we are going to switch colors, so where the red will be on like this side and the brown will be on this side. Now to do this now, that means we want this other color that we were just working on to be on, start up on this side. So that means we got to float this green color so that it's over to the other side, or you can go through the trouble, you can cut this off, but you're going to have a lot of ends, and I don't want a lot of ends to work with. So what we're going to do now, different with the red that we just worked with, you want that kind of on top of our single crochets, and we're going to single crochet in the brown around the red or the pink colors or your color you were just working with, so that this is on the other at the end of the row. So we're going to work single crochets around the orange color, so we can get it so it starts on the other side, so we can flip our colors around. So we're going to single crochet around that, working around the color, the strand of yarn. Okay, so we're in the last one. And what we're going to do now is that we're going to change back to the red color, because I know it's kind of hard to see because both colors have white in it right now, so but we're changing back to this other color. Chain one and turn, and we're going to do the same thing with the brown, because we need the brown, start the brown over here, so we need to bring this other brown, this other color back. So again, we want to bring the brown color so that we're going to do single crochets over that. So yeah, we have changed, I don't know if you can tell, we've changed to this color. And we're going to do single crochets around the brown color like before. Because we're bringing the other color back. Alright, so we're in our 15th single crochet. Now we're going to switch to the brown and the other color we just got done working with. Like before, we're going to move that up without twisting it. That again is moved, the yarn is moved to the front. And then we do the remaining single crochets in the brown. There you see that we now just switched, we are switching color sides and making our alternating rectangles. Alright, we're finishing putting the brown across. Chain one and turn. Alright, so you're going to repeat what I did in that manner, switching colors every 3 rows, or switching the color sides every 3 rows, and then floating the yarn across on the 3rd row. And you repeat that until your project looks like a square. So I will come back with you when I am ready to show you what to do next once my project looks like a square. Well, kind of excuse my mess, but I wanted you to see the entire square so far. So I got it measures, yeah, 8. I don't know if you can see, it's 8 inches. Yeah, man, okay, maybe you can see better this way. It is 8 by 8 inches right now. And just so you know about how many color changes, we have 10. We have 10 color changes going up. So yeah, that is about how, for at least for me, how it's been working out for any blanket. 30 stitches, or 30 stitches across in about 13 rows is what we have here. So I guess you can finish off and leave as is, or you can put a single crochet border around it, maybe one of these 2 colors. But we are going to do a different border. I'm going to do like alternating colors, like this is like mainly the brown, I'll have the red on it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now for the border. Alright, now we're much closer. So this border is going to be probably a little time consuming because we're going to have to float both of these colors together. So we're at a corner now. So I had switched like before. I'm on this color now. I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to have to float. Yeah, it just so happens again that they're both in the white. I probably should have used 2 solid colors, but we're going to float whatever color is not being used, the other one's kind of floating underneath. So that is, so chain 1, we're at a corner, so we're going to do 3 single crochets kind of in the side of this double single crochet. Do 3, and because I guess we're going to do like 1 single crochet per row, but we did one of them was for the corner, so we're going to do 2 more in this color, and we're floating the other color. Yeah, and I'm trying to get you in here. Here we go. That one, and then before that's our 3rd single crochet. We're going to switch out to the brown because I'm going to do the alternating color for the border for what it is again. So now we switch to the brown, and we're floating the other color, and we're going to do 3 single crochet. Like, it's pretty much 1 single crochet per row, as in, yeah, I forgot probably to mention we are turned to the side, and we're floating whatever color we're not using. 2, and then on the 3rd one we're going to switch to the red one by finishing up the thread. That's how we switch colors, you know. And then we're floating the other one, so we're going to do 3, 1, and 3, and before we finish up the 3rd one, we're switching colors to the brown, and we float the other one in, and we're going to keep doing that until I get to my corner. Okay, so now we are at the end here, and we're going to turn and work around the foundation chain row. So now that I have 1 in the corner here. I'm going to do 2 more because we're rounding the corner, single crochets in that same spot of our last one. Now that we're on the bottom end, I'm going to work this whole section that's in this red color. I'm going to do it all in the brown, and we're floating again, still floating the other yarn around. So we're going to do 15, but we already want the one from the corner, so we're going to do 14 more single crochets along the foundation row, floating the other color with it. So now what we're going to do, because we had like 15 along the bottom, that includes one of the single crochets from the corner, counted as one of the 15. Now we're going to again switch our color. Now we're going to switch out to the, make sure I got the right one here. One of these was the original tail. Okay. Oh. Switch out to the other color, and again floating the other one. We're doing 15 across to the other side, still floating the brown along. Okay, yeah, that was the tail. Okay, so yeah, we're floating, I guess we're floating that along. Okay, so we are on the 15th one. That was 15, but we're at the corner, so we're going to do 2 more. Single crochets. Now we're going to go up the other side like before. We're still going to stay in the red, or in the red color. And we're going to do 2 more because we're doing 3 per round, and we already did 1 for that corner. So we're going to say, I think okay, one of these was a, okay, that was a tail there. Still floating. We're going to do 2 more. And we're going to repeat like we did on the other side. Switching them out. Switch out to that one, and then 3 for keeping the other one floating, and we're going to repeat that like before. Alright, we are at the side, and we're back actually at the top of the dishcloth. Yeah, and then we're going to put our opposite color. We're going to put brown, and we're already in the brown, and we're still floating. So I have 1 in the corner, so this is a corner. I have 1 already. We're going to do 2 more single crochets to round out our corner. And floating it along. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 14. Okay, so we're about ready to switch colors. So that, and then we'll switch to that one. This point we're at the tail end, so you don't have to. We can at this point cut this one off because we don't have to float it anymore. We are done with this color, so we can cut that off, and you can float it along so we don't have to finish it, so that way we're safe in finishing. That's one less tail we have to finish later. So just to help not having to do the tail, we'll just do now a single crochet in our end of our dishcloth here in our remaining color. Yeah, this time we're floating it just so we don't have to sew the tail in. Alright, and then the last one, and we have joined up to our first single crochet, and we're just going to see which one we want. Okay, I think I thought I did 3 there, so yeah. Okay, we're going to join the first single crochet of the round and finish this off. Usually finish this off. Put our needle back behind. Needle, and then going into this new ceiling. I was going to finish this off. Yes, again, excuse our mess, but there you have our finished dishcloth. Oh yeah, I thought trying to do the variegated yarn for different colors, I thought might make an interesting color scheme. But if you wanted to do solid colors, this is what it looks with solid colors. The 3. Yeah, I had switched out every 3 rows, but if you want to have a bigger rectangle, you can switch it out I would do it every odd number rows, switch it out. You can do like 5. Maybe 5 rows or 7 rows, or You can try to make 4 even squares and go after every 15 rows or 13 rows. Wherever, whatever you feel like. And you don't have to restrict this as a dishcloth. You can make this like into a scarf. And it says you can, as far as the border, you can just have done like no border. Or maybe I picked one of the colors. I don't know, I kind of thought it was interesting to do alternating colors on the border. I know both of these have white, so they're also they almost blend pretty well together. So anyway, I have babbled long enough. If you did like this tutorial, please give it a like. Want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.